iDGOD, and I'm here with vekS and ID from Antwerp Aces. Belgians, you cheat, right? That's the story.
No, look, I wasn't part of the team back then. I just want to clear this up. Like, there was one or maybe two of the players that were playing with tactics level 95. It was before it was known, so nobody knew about it. It wasn't illegal, so that's the only thing I know about it. But you know, Effect has been accused a lot, but it's all it's not true. It's all bullshit. So.
I mean, does it annoy you guys? Like, you know, because we've seen it with a couple of Belgian teams recently. People questioning their results and saying, you know, that they're not right, they're not legitimate. And Belgians have always had this reputation.
Yeah.
And does it get annoying?
No. This kind of motivates us to do better at LAN, just to prove to the other people that we're not cheating, we're not online or whatever. Well, it's not like many Belgian teams went to international events already, so we don't really have the chance to blow us. And we hope to do it this LAN, so we'll see.
Do you think part of the problem is that the Belgian scene doesn't have quite so many events as others? You know, I mean, I know it's got Oof and FOM, and they don't seem to attract big teams. It's generally community-based. Is that a problem in creating LAN sides from Belgium?
The problem is mostly stability within the teams. It's like, even this team, we've only been together for like, I think not even 2 months, like a month and a half or something. Because we've been playing together, like me and vekS and me and Effect. We've been playing together for a long time, but never, always with different players. We're always like cycling through the few decent players in Belgium and the Netherlands. But yeah, there's always like one team comes up and they, you know, they're getting good and then they quit. And there's never one team that really contests us for a long time. So.
Why is that then? I mean, is it? We've seen that a lot in the Danish scene.
There's not enough to do in the Benelux scene.
Yeah.
It's like the few lands that they have, it's nothing big. And people just get
once
tired.
People fail or something, or they lose from other teams, say, "Oh, it was his fault." No.
Yeah. Right. Well, let's talk a little bit about this event. What were you guys aiming for coming in? Where do you want to finish, and where do you think realistically you can finish?
I think we got 9th seed, I guess, and we expected like 7th or 8th seed, so it's kind of okay. I still don't know why Attax is seeded before us. Well, we beat them in EMS like freaking easy, whatever. And I think we can be top 5. I hope it happens.
We're aiming for top 5.
I definitely think it can happen.
Yeah.
Really.
What about teams in and around your kind of seed? For example, like a Nexus and as you mentioned, the Tax. What separates you from those guys? What have you guys got that they haven't?
We don't know much about the Nexus. We have to play them next, and we haven't really practiced against them, so we have actually no idea how they're playing. So
a lot of people have been saying good things.
Yeah, so we heard so, and we saw the game against Seacrest, and they played really well. So we'll see how it goes.
I heard Stond or something as a sick half or something.
Yeah, Stonder's meant to be insane.
Our hardware is better, so
that's good.
much better.
What about as well? You know, teams at the kind of top end, vekS and vekS. You know, it's going to be one of those two that are going to win, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very good for sure.
vekS for sure, you've got no doubt.
No doubt.
Did you watch the ESWC final?
Yeah.
Do you not think vekS could do something a little bit different and get closer? No French shoutcasters this time?
No.
Maybe on the other map, but on Nuke it was just walkover.
I don't know, vekS hasn't played much before this event, so I don't know if Seacrest practiced, but if they got new tactics and stuff, because vekS is going to have the same tactics or like recycled ones, so maybe you can anti-strat them, I don't know, but I don't think so.
What about as well, is there any teams that you think might be dark horses, you know, ones that are going to sneak in and maybe surprise a few people? Attacks have caused quite a stir in the sense that people are saying, on the one hand, they're going to get wiped out. You know, they're going to really struggle. Other people are saying they could get top 3. I don't know if I agree with that at all. But are there any teams that maybe you think could surprise a few people, apart from yourselves, of course?
I think first of all, Nexus is hopefully going to do well, and I think Isahara is going to fail as hell.
Yeah. Well, we already know it. Did you see the result of the draw?
Yeah, they played so awful. Really. Yeah, we were standing behind them and they were just not aiming at all. Really, not at all.
I don't know, I think they haven't played before this LAN, and if they keep playing here, like if they get a few more games in, then you know, I think it will go better, so I think they can still, you know, improve this LAN and just win against some good teams, but they're not going to beat Secrets or Fair Games, not even close. So,
well, final question. What's the future hold for Antwerp Aces? This is obviously your first I-Series, I think. What other events are we going to see you at, and where are you going to be competing soon?
Not sure yet, because a few people have things to do at school and stuff in December, else we would have gone, I think, Excel Party or the German event, Alchemist.
Yeah, North
Yeah, something like that. We would have done that, but it doesn't work at school. So I think somewhere, I don't know if there's going to be a new DS rec lab or something. I will see.
Not too sure about that. Between you and me. Well, all the best for the future, boys. It's great to meet you. It's good to see some Belgians at a LAN for a change. One outside of Belgium, anyway. All the people out there at Cabaret.org, we're going to have more interviews over the course of the event. So stay here for all the coverage from Telford i44.